Is that what makes it so hard in a bear market to sell Hex? And well, for anything else, I guess, is people don't see the money increasing.
Yeah, that's it. Once money starts going down, you're going to have that correction every time. Hex is no different. It's had 60, 70, 80% corrections before where it just, but every time it comes back harder. So you know it's going to come up more, and now is the best time. Now is probably the best time to get people in. Now I'm thinking that the market, personally, this is just my 2 cents. I think that the market's going to go up and then come back down to where it is right now before we're out of this bear market. But people are going to see growth, and that'll, you know, and I think I think I'm getting ahead of myself here because you've got some questions. I saw your
No,
questions here, but
that's a great segue into it though. So you think relief rally is coming?
relief rally for sure. Yeah. Relief rally, because basically we have the voting coming up here, and the economy's got to look strong. And when the economy's strong, then you have a strong stock market, and then the stock market's going to raise up Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin's going to raise up Hex type thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you want to do? So I wanted to do a, TA update too. Do you want to talk about that? Like what's going on with
Sure.
Hex?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, you can share if you want, or you can just talk about it either way.
Do you have shared aloud? Let's
Yeah,
see.
you should be able to share, and then I can put it on the screen.
Okay.
While you're getting that set up real quick, I'm just going to answer a question from Refined Hayseed Appellation. Question for RHMax: can you condense game theory around OA address? Condense the game theory around it. I would just say, and maybe Silvertooth can speak to this too, but I mean, the simplest way I can, maybe that was to, on my comment of OA is your best friend or something too. If you have a benevolent well, which means they're in it to, they're neutral, they're kind of like helping to protect things. In this context, we say it as in they're someone who has a bunch of the coin and they have no incentive to just dump on you. Think about it in that way. You could say that the OA existing and having centralized ownership and having so much of that ownership within it, and then if you believe that they are your best friend, that they're Hex's holder's best friend, that they exist to protect the price and to control the price in a good way, control it where you don't have this massive dumping from all these other wells, which Hex has a lot of wells, but the biggest one, they have a lot more power than all the other ones combined. You can make a case for. That is a good thing for price. Now, is it a good thing for decentralization? Blah blah blah. Those other things, maybe not. You can make a case against them, but for price performance, it is a very good thing to have a benevolent well and someone or some entity who has no incentive to sell. If it is Richard, for example, if you're a billionaire, that's one of my favorite things about Richard. He's already rich. There's no reason to sell. He's in it for glory. He's in it for reputation. He's in it to have all these bragging rights and to be the greatest human being he possibly can be. And all that would be destroyed if he dumped on everyone, right? So he is totally aligned to never ever rug pull if the OA is Richard, for example. You got anything on that to add on that?
Oh, you bet. I don't know. Am I screen shared right now or not?
Yeah,
The chart up here. Okay, I can't.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. Richard Hart he stated in one of his videos, I think he let it slip, 250 million he sold his company for. And then after that, he got your donations for Pulse, which made him a billionaire. There's $1 billion sacrifice for Pulse. And then there was $1 billion sacrifice for PulseX. So a guy that has over $2 billion, if he just went in and said, you know what, I'm going to put this in something very low yielding. I'm going to put this in municipal bonds. They're safe. So you pay a city, they build a school, they pay you back plus interest. If he did that with just 4% interest, he'd be making about 80 million in interest alone. See, that's unfathomable to most people to have 80 million, not just to look at it as I'm earning this every year just for doing nothing. So the guy has basically no money need at all, which is why he's probably the best guy to be in this and the only guy that I would want in control of that 80% bag. Now, people have done rug pulls off this because they're guys that they were starting out with either started out broke or were in this to make money. So Richard Hart's already got plenty of Bitcoin, plenty of that, plenty of money, everything. He's over here to kick some ass. So that's what he's in it for, and that's why I like him more than anyone else, and that's why I have faith in him, because it's one of those things. So
Yeah, no, for sure. It's one of the best things about RH products. You have a founder who's completely aligned with price go up, and what more can you ask for? So Hex TA, what's going on? Good, bad, ugly. What's happening?
all right, let's look at this real quick. So we had the hex top. This is important. We had this 19th of September. So I'm going to stop sharing that. 19th of September, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have the Bitcoin chart here, and we go back to the 19th of September, and we see it was right around here that was the hex top was. So there was a big growth in Bitcoin, and hex did nothing. The decorrelation of that, because we'd already sacrificed, and we're ready to go, and then another sacrifice, and time lag went on with no growth, meaning we didn't. I think we hit a top, and we needed to come back down. Personally, which is the short way of saying it. But the fact that we had the top 2 months before Bitcoin leads me to believe that we're going to rise before Bitcoin rises. So that's us being decorrelated. So we went down before them, and as soon as this leads into the launch of Pulse. So Pulse is probably going to launch before the Bitcoin starts going up. So in that case, that tells you right there from just thinking that the hex is going to go up before too. So we get to get out of this bear market before them suckers that hold that boomer coin do. So it's an awesome thing.